Hello students, Jai Swaminarayan. Thought of the day. You will be great student if you can make up your mind. Yes, of course, everyone can be a great student. Each and every student or each and every child has something, some talent in them. Right, but you have to make your mind. And what mind you have to make? That I have to keep on learning. It means you should gather more knowledge, you should learn and learn more. If you make up your mind like this, of course you will be a great student. Okay students. Hello students, today in this session of social we are going to continue with the chapter number 11, that is components of environment and its interrelationship. Okay, now we have already started about with the components, right? That is lithosphere, biosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere. We have learned about spheres, right? Now today we are going to learn about, we have also learned about involvement of man in that, right? Knowingly or unknowingly we human being used to pollute our environment. Yes or no? So that we are going to learn in detail, that how we are polluting our motherland, right? But before that we are going to learn about distribution of water. Now distribution of water, it means now if we see our earth, right, our earth has 71% of water, right? 71% of earth is having water. It means hydrosphere, water bodies, right? Now from that we have learned about, we will learn about oceans, right? There are 4 types of oceans, right? That is Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean and Arctic Ocean, right? 4 types of ocean. Again I am repeating: Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean and Arctic Ocean. Now students, this all 4 oceans are interconnected with each other. But as ocean bodies, ocean water are saline, it means it is salty, so we cannot use that water, right, for drinking purpose, right? It has, means we have to purify it and then we can use it. Directly we cannot use that water as it is a saline, it contains saline, right? It is salty water, right? Now, so from where we can get fresh water? We can get fresh water from lakes, deep lakes, from river, from well. Okay, from well also we can get underground, from underground, right? From that also we can get pure water, right? So from this means, sorry, in this way we can get pure water from other sources of hydrosphere, right? Other than that, oceans are the main source. The main means our water, right? Majority of water contain is having more amount of what? More amount of oceans. It is engaged more amount in percentage in ocean bodies, right? So in this way we have learned about distribution of water. In this way the water is distributed. Now 71%, right, of earth has water bodies. That also I told you, that is very important. Now I am going to share one point, one table with you about the distribution of water, that how our water is distributed. As you are not having the textbook, so I'll just send you the photo of this and I'll explain you. Okay, so how our water is distributed in our environment, that we are going to learn. Okay, now students, after distribution of water we are going to learn about sea waves and we are going to learn about tides. Now about this two I want more time. So these 2 topics, that is sea waves and tides, I will cover in next session. Okay, that in that we will only learn about sea waves and we will only learn about tides, right? So that we will start in next session. Today we will start about interrelationship of man, how man is knowingly or unknowingly destroying our environment. Now we might have, you might have been heard about pollution, right? We have learned about pollution in lower classes. So what is pollution, students? What is pollution? Beta, pollution is introduction of harmful materials in our environment. That is pollution, right? All the harmful materials that we can observe around us, right? That is what, that is pollution. That pollution are means we have learned, we are going to learn about pollution in 4 ways, right? There are 4 types of pollution. One is land pollution, another is water pollution, then air pollution and noise pollution. Okay, how many types of pollution are there, students? 4 types of pollution: land pollution, water pollution, air pollution, and now we human being, right? As a human, we see lot of pollution around us, right? But from that, if we talk about land pollution is not easily felt. We don't felt it. We don't easily felt it because we cannot easily see, or we cannot easily observe it, because if we talk about water pollution, if we talk about air pollution, if we talk about noise pollution, we can easily feel it. We can easily feel it, right? But if we talk about land pollution, we cannot easily felt. Now, why? Because it used to damage the soil, right? Indirectly, it damaged us also. How? That we are going to learn, right? Now, what is land pollution? First of all, we need to learn what is land pollution. Now, as I told you, land pollution, it means change in the soil quality. What it changes? It changes the quality of soil, right? It means soil की जो quality है वो खराब हो जाना, in short, right? So it changes the quality of soil, and as it is changing the quality of soil, we cannot easily feel it, right? But it has many disadvantages. Now, solid waste or other waste, what we used to do in our household, whatever solid waste are there, right? Or whatever waste, water waste are there, whatever solid waste or water waste, whatever we find, we used to throw it in the land or in our surrounding, right? So that creates what? That creates land pollution, right? That is what? Land pollution. All the solid waste are land pollution, and some solid waste can easily change the quality of soil. Okay, students. Now, open land. Now, there are many open land. There are many open land that is for agriculture. Many lands are useful for agriculture because that land has a good fertile soil. But on such land, what we people used to do? We people used to set up industries. Yes or no? We people used to set up industry. That also changed the quality of soil, because that soil is fertile soil. But because of establishing or setting up the industry on such land, it will create great problem, right, to our soil. In short, if soil is damaged, or in short, if soil is not good, of course you will not get good agricultural products, because the soil is not pure soil, right? Okay, and even we used to do the excavation. Excavation means, we have already learned about excavation, right? To excavate, to dig the land. Okay, even that creates what? That creates the problem of land pollution. That is also not good for the land, because it changes the quality of land. So excavation is also not good for land. Other than that, for growing good, we can say that pulses, or for growing good crops, what we people used to do? We people used to use chemical fertilizers, right? What we people used to do? We used to use chemical fertilizer to kill the pesticides or whatever, right? So we use chemical fertilizer, and that, because of that also, the fertile soil can get damaged. Okay, what we are doing? We are changing the quality of soil by adding this such chemicals in our land. Okay, we should not do this because this is very much harmful for our land. We cannot feel it, but of course this is very harmful. Such things are very harmful for our health also and for our environment also. Whatever waste you are means throwing on the land, okay, on that land only you are getting the crops. From that land only you are getting the crops. Of course that crop will be not pure. That soil will not remain pure. That soil will not remain a fertile soil. You all know what is fertile soil, right? We have learned this, right? So what steps we can take to control land pollution? Of course there is solution for everything, but we should work on it. What we can do to control land pollution is, first, instead of using chemical fertilizer, we use chemical fertilizer to kill pesticides or whatever. So instead of using it, we should use all the organic materials. Organic materials means, you know na, cow dung, right? With the help of cow dung, and these are the organic things that we can use for growing the crops, right? Pure fertile soil, right? So we should use organic things to grow the crops. Now other than that, we should reuse. What? Reuse, recycle, right, and reduce. These three are very important. One is reuse, one is reduce, and one is recycle. Recycle means we can recycle it again by using the same we can say waste. We can, from that we can make another good product or another good things. Okay, reduce means if we feel that we need to reduce this, right? For example, reduce in the use of plastic. Yes, we should, because it is very it is not good for what? For land, right? For our land, as it is not easily degradable, right? Now plastic, whatever plastic we are using, right, in our day-to-day life, we should recycle it or we should reuse it. Okay, so that will not create land pollution. That can at least stop land pollution. That can at least control land pollution. Not exactly stop, but we can control it, right? Then proper irrigation. We should use proper irrigation method, right? We use many irrigation method, but from that we have to use proper irrigation method. Now as I told you, irrigation, what is irrigation? Irrigation means artificial way to spring the water on the agriculture or on the crops, right? So we need to use proper irrigation method to control land pollution. Okay, now next is water pollution. Now students, as I told you, land pollution we cannot feel, but water pollution we can easily feel, because we taste water, we have water. So land pollution is very dangerous, right? Now what is land pollution? When we find impurities, when the water is not pure, when we find impurities in the water, right? When the water is not pure, right? When there is a lot of impurities in water, then that is what? That is water pollution. It means the water is polluted water, right? You're not getting the pure water, right? Right. Now what is water pollution? How it occurs? How we are spreading it? By sewage water. Sewage means gutter, right? Gutter ka ganda pani, right? Sewage waters. Now what industries used to do? Whatever waste of industries are there, they used to in the form of water, they used to we can say that they used to throw it, right, in the pure water, that is river water, right? So that is also very bad, right? Because what happens, it, by adding such chemicals or such things, the water becomes impure, right? So we cannot drink it, and if we drink it, it's not good for health. There are many diseases that is caused by water pollution. For example, jaundice. I'm giving you one example, but jaundice is the example, right? Now, leakage of minerals, whatever minerals are also leakage, right? That is also, we used to throw it in the pure water, and that pure water, mix it with that, and the water becomes impure. Okay, now purification process, this is very very important. Now, what measures we can do to control water pollution? Now students, water pollution is very very worst, we can say. Why? Because thousands of creatures are living underwater. Yes or no? Thousands of creatures, there is life in water also. So thousands of creatures are living underwater, and they are having this water, this impure water, and that is why many fish and many other aquatic animals used to die. They could not survive for a long time. Why? Because the water that they are getting is impure, is mixed with chemicals, right? So what measures we can do? Whatever they want to throw into the water or into river, first they used to do the purification process. After purifying it, then only they can throw it in other form of water. So first important process is purification process, especially for industries. Whatever waste industries are throwing in the water, that should be done after the purification process. पहले उसको pure करना चाहिए, purification process. After that only they can take another step. Okay, now there should be strict control. What other measures we can take? There should be strict control from the government, that for water pollution, right? That the water should be pure. This strict control from the government should be there, right? Now consumption. Now consumptions, it means consume, right? Now whatever water we consume, right, should be pure water, right? That is why nowadays what we use aquaguard. Such facilities we use. Why we use? Because from that the purification process is done, and then we get the pure water, right? So consumption should be good, right? The consumption of water should be pure, right? So these are the problem that we faced because of water pollution. And water pollution is very very harmful for our environment. Even that pure water is used in agriculture. Yes or no? Even that water goes deep underground the water, so that water also becomes dirty. So what we people are knowingly and unknowingly doing, we are polluting our land, we are polluting our water, right? So we should stop it by taking some measures, strict measures and strict action for pollution. Because nowadays such disease like corona, for example, why this disease is there in our nation or our world, we can say. Why? Because we people don't have immunity to fight against such disease. We are weak, our immune system is weak. Why? Because we are not getting that pure things that we need. Yes, around us there are lot of pollution, land pollution, water pollution, air pollution. We are physically not fit, we are physically not strong. That is because of all this disease, because of all this pollution, right? Now we are going to learn about air pollution and noise pollution. Now we are going to start with air pollution. Now what is air pollution, students? Air pollution means emission of gases. Emission of gases from industries especially. right? From burning other soil, we can say crops, from burning that, from that also air pollution occurs. But especially air pollution comes from emitting the gas from industries. This is the main reason of air pollution, and air pollution can cause many lungs disease. What? Disease of lungs, and even asthma, like breathing problem, right? So such problems, or such we can say disease, can occur because of air pollution. Now you might have seen many industries, as Vapi is industrial zone. Yes or no? Vapi is industrial zone. So from that, if you'll see that from the chimneys of industries, smokes are coming out or emitting out, right? That smoke, right, get mixed with our air, and it pollute our air. So when we breathe, we don't get that pure air in our body, we get the polluted air, right? So air pollution is very, very dangerous for our health. Now, not only with the industries, right, with vehicles, with the help of vehicles also, by burning of coal, by using more and more diesel, petrol also, we can face the problem of air pollution. And that is why we say that use public transport. If you use public transport, then you are saving many lives. Why? There will be less traffic. If there will be less traffic, there will be less air pollution, because from vehicles also the harmful gas, the emitting of harmful gas is there, right? From vehicles also, even vehicle emits harmful gas, as it runs with the help of petrol and diesel, right? So that is also very harmful. So air pollution, to take the measures to control air pollution, government should put a strict ban on such industries that are emitting very harmful chemicals. Yes or no? Yes, so government should do this. Other than that, we should use more and more CNG gas, right? We can use that vehicle, right, that is having CNG based. Okay. Other than that, PUC of vehicle must be there. PUC means pollution under control. PUC, when we go from one state to another, the police used to check PUC, whether you are having a PUC along with you or not. That is what? Pollution under control. It means this card shows that your vehicle is pollution under control, right? It's under control, right? So this is must for all vehicles. And other than this, what we can do to stop air pollution? To stop air pollution, first there should be a license for the industry. Nowadays it is there, right? But if the industry, right, is emitting more and more pollution, then there should be a ban on such industries, right? So these are some measures that we can take for air pollution. Now air pollution, because of air pollution, acid rain, problem of acid rain is also there. What? Problem of acid rain is also there. Now what is acid rain, you know? Now just for example, just assume that it's raining. Okay, I am explaining you what is acid rain. Okay, just assume that it is raining. Now here is one industry. and this is industrial chimney. Okay, and this emits harmful gas. Okay, now this gas mixed with our pure rain. Rain is a natural source of water, but this mixed with our rain, right? When this this air pollution, this polluted air mixed with our rain, then that rain becomes acid rain. That rain becomes what? Acid rain. It means rain is natural source of water, but nowadays even rain is impure. Why? Because it is harmful gases are mixing with our water, right? So this is what acid rain. This causes because of air pollution. Okay, students. So this is very harmful because that water will goes somewhere or going to mix it with in oceans or rivers or whatever. So whatever water we will have, that water will not be pure water. It will be mixed with other impurities, right? So this is what air pollution, all about air pollution. Now we will learn about noise pollution. Students, noise pollution occurs with the help of when we use loudspeakers, right? Then when we intentionally use the horns, this will create what? This will create noise pollution. It means you people are disturbing others. Even lot of noise is coming from machines, right? So what we need to do, right? Precautions we can do, the precautions that we can use to control noise pollution is to avoid the things that is making noise, right? For example, we should service our machine and vehicles on time. If the machine and vehicles are properly serviced, they will not make noise. Other than that, we should see whether, means if we are horning the vehicle, there should be hoardings everywhere that this is the silence zone, no noise please, right? Such hoarding should be there. It means there should be less. It shows what? That here we cannot make noise, especially in front of hospitals, in front of schools. There should be no noise, right? You should avoid it. Means we should avoid it. We should not create any noise pollution. Why we should not create noise pollution? Even that I'll come to that point, but how we can prevent it? Now we can avoid the DJs and loudspeakers in the functions. We can avoid it, right? And there should be strict implementation that after 10 you cannot play any loudspeakers in public area, right? That should be a strict implementation by government. Other than that, what we can do is we should not use firecrackers. We should avoid using firecrackers on festivals, right? Even that creates noise pollution. Now why it is necessary to stop noise pollution? Students, it is very necessary to stop noise pollution. Why? Because it will create a mental effect on someone's life. It gives stress to someone. It can give stress to someone. Some people not like the noise. Some people like to remain calm and silence, right? So this will, what, the life will be stressful with a lot of noise. So we should avoid noise pollution. It can create mental instability. It can create depression. It can create, even if it is if the noise pollution is more, and if the person is not strong, then that person can become deaf, right? So we should think about it, right? We should not create noise pollution unnecessarily. Of course, other pollutions like land pollution, water pollution, and we can say that this air pollution is not in our hand somewhat, because industries are there and many other things are there that we cannot control. But if we talk about noise pollution, yes, it is in our hand. As a citizen, we can control it, right? It is not only the work of government, that only government has to do everything and government has to take the measures. As a citizen, even we have to take the measures to stop noise pollution, to stop other all pollutions, right? Especially land pollution. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, have you heard about it? This is for what? This is for our awareness, right? Abhi Modi ji will not come everywhere to clean the things. It's up to us that we are keeping our surrounding clean or not. We don't like our dirty home. We don't put dirty things here and there. We don't throw the things here and there or waste here and there. We put it in dustbin. But while you are traveling in the car, you used to throw anywhere. Why? No need to do this. You are polluting the air. You are polluting the environment. Sorry, not air, but you are polluting the environment. So somewhat it is in our hand. We human can change the condition that is going on nowadays, right? And even we can control over the diseases if we decrease such pollutions, right? When the country is pollution free, of course it cannot become a pollution free country or a pollution free place, but we can try it by growing more and more tree, by a pleasant environment, right? Have you visited village? In village, the environment is very pleasant, right? Why? Because population is less, pollution is also less, and that is why the people are living in village life, right? Village area live a longer life, right? So we should try to control over the pollution. Somewhat it is in the hand of people, somewhat it is in the hand of citizen. Okay students, so in this way we have completed the chapter, that is means we have completed the main topics of the chapter, that is components of environment and interrelationship of environment. Only 2 points are remaining, that is tides and sea waves, that I am going to explain you in next session. Okay students, till that keep learning, stay home, stay safe, bye bye.